We are your pre-K team. Tonight we are going to go through different slides with you to talk about all the necessary and important information we have for you.
We'll start by introducing ourselves. I'm Mrs. Mary Girardi. I teach the pre-K 4 5-day full day and some of the 3-day full days. I work along with my aides, Mrs. Joan Thomas and Ms. Ann Sodaro. I've been teaching for 7 years here at St. James, all in pre-K. Prior to that, I taught for 10 years before raising my family. I have a husband and 2 kids. I went to the University of Illinois, got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree in curriculum and instruction.
I am Mrs. Angela O'Brien. This is my 2nd year at St. James School and my 8th year teaching early childhood. I am a graduate from St. James and St. Viator High School. I got my early childhood degree from Concordia University, Wisconsin. This year, I will be teaching Monday, Wednesday, Friday, pre-K 4 full day, and Tuesday, Thursday, half day for pre-K 3. My aides this year are Mrs. Leslie Beals and Mrs. Jill Larkowski.
Hi, and I'm Emily Fry. I teach the pre-K 4 half-day Monday, Wednesday, Friday program, and along with, it's also mixed with some of the full-day kids for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. I also teach the pre-K 3 program that is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I live over in Rolling Meadows, and I recently got engaged, and I'm planning on getting married next summer. I went to school at Bradley University. I double majored in psychology and early childhood education. This is my 5th year teaching preschool, and I have been here at St. James for now, this is my 3rd year. Oh, and my aide, I think I also didn't say, is Mrs. Cindy DiClementi. She's with me for my pre-K 4 and my pre-K 3 class.
We are going to go ahead and share our screen so you can visually see all the slides and all the information we have to give you. All right, let's go right ahead into our preschool curriculum. Our preschool curriculum is based on the Illinois State and Archdiocesan Curriculum Standards. It is designed to provide many opportunities for students to learn through a variety of styles, media, and methods on a daily basis. Our schedule provides flexibility that allows us to cater to varying needs and interests. Our structure allows students to anticipate what happens next. Our classroom is set up as an environment that allows each student to learn through exploration while developing decisions and making skills.
This is just a sample of our pre-K 4 September portion of the curriculum map. We included it to show you that we do cover all of the subject areas, not only the language arts and math, but we are covering social studies, science, religion. Within our language arts program, we're doing the Jolly Phonics program. The Jolly Phonics program is our introduction to letter names in pre-K 3 and letter sounds in pre-K 4. Each letter has a song and an action that goes with it. So again, it's that multisensory approach. Not only that, it's a continuum of learning. As I mentioned, we work on the letter names in 3, the sounds in 4, and then it continues on into kindergarten where they put those sounds together so they get right into the reading. We also have the Hegarty Phonemic Awareness Program, and within this program, the children are learning to manipulate word sounds. My class, we call it word games. There is also a weekly poem, which is a nursery rhyme, and it allows the children, as I mentioned, to manipulate sounds. We do this orally, and it has been shown that children who are able to manipulate these sounds go on to be better readers. So it supports our reading program. We are working also on a new program, Handwriting Without Tears, which we'll show you in the next slide.
All right, so this is our 2nd year implementing this new program called Handwriting Without Tears. It's a fun, hands-on school readiness program that focuses on playful learning to help develop skills like coloring, drawing, counting, building, and handwriting readiness skills like holding a pencil correctly. We also use various materials to help the children learn writing their letters like music, magnetic stamps, chalkboards, and wooden pieces. The wooden pieces is a really big part of the program. There's pieces that are a big line, a big curve, and a little curve. All of these pieces together can be used to form all the different uppercase letters. Each student this year is going to receive 2 activity books. The first one is called My First School Book, and this one just focuses on uppercase letter writing and developments. And on the next slide is an example of what one of the pages looks like. So here's a page for letter L. It has a picture of a lizard on there. And as you can see, the letter L is formed with a big line down, and then we say a little line across. So we use that terminology across all of the letters. And then also at the bottom of the page, the children have a chance to practice writing the letters and tracing over them. And then we also give them the opportunity to try to write the letters themselves. On this next page is a capital formation chart for the Handwriting Without Tears program. There will be a copy of this in your packets to refer to at home. So when you practice writing letters at home with your children, this would be a really good resource for you to use.
We are now moving into our daily schedules. Let's start off with Pre-K 3. Once again, Pre-K 3 is taught by myself, Mrs. O'Brien, or Mrs. Emily Fry. Pre-K 3 is a half-day program. At arrival, students will find their cubby, hang up their jacket and backpack, put their yellow folder in a bin, sign in, and find a spot on the rug or carpet. Morning meeting would consist of prayer, pledge, calendar, and weather songs. Again, the next thing would be Jolly Phonics, what Mrs. Girardi spoke about. We will then move into a table activity or project. These can be thematic of what we are teaching during that week or a theme of that month. We will always read a story, say multiple prayers, and eat a snack. Center time would be self-directed by the students themselves or teacher-directed in small groups. We will always have some song and movement to get our bodies moving. At the end, we will dismiss with a closing prayer, pack up, and then say our goodbyes and head outside.
On to the Pre-K 4 daily schedule. As you know, we have half-day Pre-K 4s and we have full-day Pre-K 4s. The morning schedule is pretty much the same for all our Pre-K 4s. This is our morning time is our academic time when we're getting in those important skills. So again, the kids arrive and find their cubby and hang up their jackets, and we have that morning routine which fosters the independence for the children. They sign in. Signing is a big thing in Pre-K 4. We're working on those letters that Ms. Fry spoke about in the Handwriting Without Tears, but also letters that are important to them in their name. And so they will sign in each morning to get that daily morning practice. We move on to our morning meeting where we say our prayers, our pledge, our calendar, our weather songs. We do pray. Part of our religion program is to learn prayer. So we have a morning prayer. We pray before snack. We pray before lunch, before going home. And we learn sometimes some months we do the Hail Mary and we work on the Our Father. So we are learning a variety of prayers. We also have table time, as Mrs. O'Brien mentioned with the 3s, table time also with the 4s. They also might be working on a journal or on a project time at the table activity. Then we usually share a book, and then we have our prayer and our snack. Remember, this year the snacks are being sent in from home, and so again, we ask you to please adhere to the SJS approved snack list from the health office, and we really have to ask you to please be brand specific. If it says it has to be rolled gold pretzels, then it's got to be rolled gold pretzels because they're made in a factory that doesn't cross-contaminate to keep their children with allergies safe. So please be brand specific. From there, we move on to our centers. This year with our centers, we're trying to keep the children together in certain cohorts within our cohort for safety reasons, but we will still, so they are going to different areas to play around the room, but we can change those centers every few weeks so that they're not just playing with the same 2 people all year long. Also, some of our centers have a teacher-directed activity. So we call kids over maybe one-on-one, maybe 2 or 3 on one in a small group activity. And then when we're done with whatever we have them to do, they go back to their center and play. We have our Handwriting Without Tears. We have our song and movement time. And then we get to either lunchtime for those staying or dismissal time for the half day or it's time to go home. Specials we have are gym. We have Mrs. McGowan, our school counselor, come in, and she does social emotional lessons for each of our classes once a week. And we're working on that virtual guest reader. So if you haven't signed up yet, please record yourself with a book and send it in one week. The kids will love seeing that their parent is on the video. Feel free to have Grandma, Grandpa record one too. We'd love to have them. Then if we're staying our afternoon schedule, we have lunch and the kids go outside to recess and then they come in for rest time. Beach towels are perfect. That's what we need for the kids to rest on the floor. Please send one in each week and we send them home at the end of the week to be washed. After we wake up from story time, if your child, by the way, falls asleep during the rest time, we let them sleep. Their body needs that rest, their brain needs that break. So we let them continue to rest and we move on to story time. And after story time, we have an activity or a craft. Then we have snack and recess and more of what kids need, good free play time. And then it's time to go home and they're right back to you and ready to go.
Next up is our basic class rules. Here are some rules that we need to follow to be safe and have fun with our friends. Most importantly, be kind. We're always teaching our students what kindness means and how to show kindness. Next would be safe, and that's so important in the day and age we live in right now. Being safe is just how to be safe in the classroom. No running, no jumping, using our hands the right way, but also we're implementing all new safe and healthy rules in the classroom. We have started to speak to your kids about the importance of wearing a mask, washing our hands, and we will continually keep directing that with them. We're talking about sharing, ways to raise a quiet hand. We're learning how not to yell out or speak without being prompted to. Walking in the hallway, quiet feet. We need to respect that other classes and older students are learning nearby. We use hips and lips just to remind ourselves, no talking in the hallway. Hands are for helping and not hurting each other, and always using faithful and expressive words in the most polite way.
One of the ways we get through to all these rules is by using our program called Green Choices, Red Choices. Our classroom have posters of pictures of what are green choices and what are red choices. And we play a game at the beginning of the year where the kids get a picture and we ask them what's on it. We talk about what is a picture of. It's a picture of a student raising a hand. Is that a red choice or a green choice? And then they put them on the appropriate poster. And so throughout the year we refer to, are you making green choices? Green, go. We want you to continue to do those choices, those activities, those actions. Red choices, red, stop. Those are the type of choices and actions that we want you to stop and think about. And then when something arises in the classroom, we ask children, was that a red choice or a green choice you made? If the red choice, how do we make that red choice into a green choice so that next time they stop and they think about that green choice? What can I do to make it a better choice? We also put up a problem-solving board. If we have that, I want it, no, I want it, we're fighting over a toy, what can we do? Well, we go to our third chart, which is a problem-solving chart. And what can we do? We can share it. Somebody can walk away, somebody can wait till later, and everyone's favorite, get a sand timer. They love to do the timer, and when the timer stops, they know it's time to give it up. It's a whole lot easier when they've decided this is how we're solving the problem. It really is terrific. What does happen when we have problems in the classrooms? I know a lot of you are thinking that. Well, again, we talk about the red and the green choice. If it's a minor infraction, that was a red choice. How can you make it a green choice? When something keeps coming up, again, we might be in a bit large group, we might give them the eye, we might give them a friendly reminder, it's time to turn around. We might have to switch somebody's seat. If these things are still coming up, we might have to ask them to take a chair till they're ready to rejoin us. And then if we're still having a problem or something, somebody hit somebody, that's an automatic. You're going to owe us a couple of minutes of your playtime that you really need to stop. Again, you made a red choice. What should you have done? Use your words, made a green choice, but you hurt somebody. And so that's going to take a couple of minutes. If it's something that still is reoccurring quite often, then we get in touch with the parents. So there are things in order, and really we have such nice classes that it just goes pretty well.
All right, and then I'm going to be talking about the program Seesaw. I'm sure a lot of you families are familiar with this if you have older children who are in the school, but it's basically a program that we use to help keep in touch with you. We post things like pictures on there, videos, just different things that your child is doing during the day. It helps you feel more connected at home, because I know a lot of the times they'll ask your kid, oh, what'd you do at school today? Oh, I don't know. But this way you can actually see physical pictures and videos of things that they were during the day, and it helps to foster and prompt good conversations between the two of you. So Seesaw is also going to be heavily utilized for our remote learners this year. It will be a great way that we can post activities on there that will be a continuance of the themes and lessons that we are learning about during school. And if you haven't already, please make sure to download the app on your phone or device. I know a few of you have it already, but make sure that you are downloading the Seesaw Parent and Family app. There's a little picture right there. It looks like like a little butterfly, and it says family underneath there. There's also another one that's classroom, and that one is just for teachers. So please do not download that one, as you will not be able to access your child's profile. Yeah.
All right, how to stay connected. First off, St. James School has a wonderful website. You can find many of your answers on here. All of the teachers' emails, contact, phone numbers are all listed on there. Also, anything about spirit wear, hot lunch, calendar, find it on our St. James website. Next is a newsletter. All 3 of the pre-K teachers will be sending home a weekly newsletter, just to touch base with you on what the last week looked at, what's going to look like going ahead, important dates, anything that a parent would need to know will be sent out on that as well. Every single day, you will see a yellow folder in your student's backpack. That yellow folder is so very important. Please check that yellow folder for any take-home notes from St. James, maybe awesome projects from your students. Please be sure to look at that folder, take any necessary information out, and send it back the next day. And lastly, please know that you can contact us whenever. As behalf of all of us, we want to be in contact with you. We want that family connection. Use our emails, touch base with us. Any questions, any concern, let us be your sounding board. And last but not least, we have some awesome social media accounts on behalf of St. James. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please join those all those social media accounts. You'll see what's going on from pre-K all the way to 8th grade. Before I stop sharing our screen, we are going to end this video with our thanks and praise to all of you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As Mrs. O'Brien just said, please reach out at any time. Feel free to contact us. No question is too big or too little. And if we don't know the answer, we will certainly head in the right direction or head you in the right direction to find the right answer.
Thank you guys for everything. Your support means the world to us, especially with everything that's going on. God bless you guys all and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Bye.